So we just got an announcement that trading's coming soon to Pokemon Pocket. So this right here is officially from Pokemon Pocket's Twitter/X. So basically they're saying thank you for the support and everything, but the most important part about this is the fact that there is a new set coming out in December. To be specific, I think it's gonna be December 16th, and it's gonna be a mini set. It's not gonna be like a full set like Apex Predators or Apex Genetics that we got here. It's gonna be a smaller set. Now the most important part, it's gonna be that the fact that trading is coming in January 2025. There's no specific date. It's either gonna be early, late, middle of January, but if I had to guess, it's gonna be at the end of January, which is gonna be when we have the second main set release. This is a lot of cool information. It's good to know that we're gonna have 2 new sets in the next 2 months, but not only that, trading's coming soon. I was worried that's gonna be a little bit later. I do wish that they had more information on the rank system because we know it is something that's gonna be coming soon. Before we continue on with the prediction, I wanna talk about this tweet here by Pokegirl Lauren. She has a lot of leaks on her page, but the main thing I wanna talk about is that the dates. But we can see here on December 16th, we are going to have the new set A1A. So you can see currently our sets now have A1 on it. So the new mini set coming out, I'm assuming it's not going to be as big, probably going to be around 100 cards, which I still think is good. But then on January 29th, which is when I think they're going to release trading, there's going to be a bigger set called A2, which is, it would make sense. It would make sense to release the new set, the second big set, at the same time as trading, which will have 230 more cards. I'm probably going to do some predictions in this video talking about what cards I think is going to come out in the mini set or in the big set, but these dates are important. So December 16th is on a Monday and January 29th is on a Wednesday. So I thought maybe there'd be a specific date that they have. And the crazy part is that if you hop into game, it doesn't really sync up with any of the expiration. And initially I thought you can maybe get some information based on the information in game. So for example, if I go to shop, you can actually see there's some dates on it. So the monthly reset, you can see 17 days, which is the end of the month. But then the main thing I thought maybe you can see like 8 days for this one. So that's not gonna be something new. It is this one, the Premium Pass. I thought the Premium Pass was gonna align with the new set coming out, but 48 days is essentially gonna be December 31st. So this really aligns more with the end of the year rather than the beginning of a new season, which I thought would be when they would have a new pack. It would make the most sense, right? You have hourglasses for that. So, but it's not that situation. Besides that, the Lapras event expires on the 18th. The PvP event expires on the 28th. So nothing really syncs to any of these events. So there's really no specific dates. Like all those are leak numbers, like December 16th, that'd be great, but it's not a guaranteed. But what I do like about this is the fact that we're gonna have on average 4 mini sets and 4 main sets a year, which is a lot of content. And as this game grows and grows, we're gonna actually have way more cards, which lets me to believe that there's gonna be ranked seasons, meaning that you won't be able to use all these cards in the same seasons, because they've done that in other Pokemon games and Magic games where they have like a modern and you know, like a legacy style. So I'm curious about that situation. While we're at it, let's go ahead and take a look at some new events that will be coming out. We can see that there's not gonna be anything new until November 17th, which is about 9 days away from this video, but we actually gonna have a lot. We're gonna have the Black Friday deal going on from the 22nd to December 2nd. We also have the Magikarp / Gyarados event going on for about a week, and an Arcanine event as well. I am curious about the Arcanine event. I'm curious if it's gonna be the base EX. I actually don't see any spoilers for that. And the Magikarp and Gyarados as well. I think this is gonna be some more solo events potentially, just like how they have for the yeah, maybe not even. I actually don't know. Maybe like a Meowth event? I would say it's gonna be like a Lapras event, but that seems more like a PvP event. That seems like more the Venusaur event. You can see the Venusaur. That's the event coming out. That's actually a beautiful art. And that's also when Jigglypuff is gonna come out, or the Jigglypuff. Let me try to find that Jigglypuff. But basically, that Jigglypuff is 50 HP, 1 colorless. Your opponent down Pokemon is asleep. And that is gonna be game breaking. That is gonna be coming out on the 29th. And then December 13th is when it ends. So pretty close, right, to each other, all these events. So we're gonna have a lot of events. Black Fridays is gonna be a sales, and then the other ones I'm actually super interested about that. Let's take a look at the other cards coming out with the Venusaur promo. We have the Greninja, which is great. This is such a great card to have, and you can get it for free and very easily. I'm assuming this is gonna be like the PvP event, like the Lapras one. However, there's not gonna be an EX as a chase, which I'm assuming it's gonna be the Venusaur to chase because it's an alternate art, which is fine by me. Then we got Jigglypuff, which I think is gonna be a meta breaking card, 50 HP, and for 1 colorless, your opponent is gonna be now asleep. You basically put this in any stall deck, you'll be able able to stall out and then eventually evolve into Wigglytuff, and then you can bring out any of your big Pokemons in the end. You can even stall with this Jigglypuff into your Wigglytuff, becomes a very strong colorless deck, and I think this is going to make colorless deck good, and also any of those stall decks such as Dragon Knights. We also have an alternate Onyx, so if you don't have your Onyx, that's kind of cool to have. I don't have an Onyx, it's a beautiful artwork. Then we got a Haunter, which is an alternate card as well. It's got Haunter 70 HP. Flip a coin. If heads, you deal 50 damage. If tails, it does nothing. I'd rather have the other one, but then again, I can see this being like a high upside card. Overall, I do like the fact that there's 2 cards that are alternates or alternative cards, which is great. But for me, the main thing that I'm really excited about is that the Venusaur as well as the Wigglytuff, or Jigglypuff is what I meant to say, but those are 2 unique. And then we have this Mewtwo. There's no event specifically, but I think this is going to be the new premium pass card. You know how we have the Pikachu, then we have the Mewtwo, then after that we're going to have the Charizard. That's what I had to predict. Those are probably my fair prediction when it comes to that. But those are going to be the promos that we're getting, which I think is really neat. My main thing that I'm really excited about is the Jigglypuff as well as that Venusaur. Anyway, let's go do some predictions on what I think trading is going to be. Now, I want to talk about the trading system. I don't think anything of these is guaranteed, but I'm fairly confident that there's going to be a trading system that requires you to trade similar rarities for similar rarities. For example, here you can see we have the basic diamond rarities. You can only trade basic for basic. So for example, Bellsprout, you can trade for Venomoth. And then if you go all the way down, you can actually see like the expensive cards, right? So for example, if I have like a where is he? Here we go. If you have the Pikachu EX 3 gold star, you can only trade it for another 3 gold stars. So basically you can trade if you want to for Mew, you can trade for Mewtwo, you can trade it for any of those other ones, and then crown rares you can trade for other crown rares. I think that would make sense. Not only that, I do think they're gonna add a currency that you can unlock as you level up, and then at your higher level you can get more currency, so that way you're not guaranteed. And I think it's gonna be at a level. You're not gonna be able to trade right away, so that people don't abuse making new accounts and trading all their favorite Pokemon. I do think there is going to be a level, and I think it's going to be level 10. If I had to do an estimate guess, I think level 10, you got to trade for similar thing, and then this last one, the currency one, I'm not 100% sure, but there has to be some kind of level requirement as well as a rarity requirement, which I think is cool. Because right now you can see I have 2 Pikachus. If I can trade it for Charizard, that'd be great. And then you have to remember that there is a lot of missions that requires you to collect specific Pokemon that give you a lot of rewards. So they don't want you to complete these missions super easily. And I'm assuming they're going to bring out more and more missions like they've done recently. So that is my guess when it comes to trading. Trading is going to be huge. It's going to be one of the main reasons people are going to be playing. I literally have a lot of friends currently playing and just waiting for trading to come in. And I originally was going to do a video of what cards I predict, but I think we're going to do it closer to the date because there's still, what, about a month away before we have. But I think there's a lot of cards I would like to see, and we'll do a whole separate video about that. But for now, trading, I think it's really cool that we're getting it this soon. I was worried that we're going to get it late. I would still like to see a ranking system, but you guys let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that trading is going to be exactly the way I talked about it, or what other way? There definitely cannot be trading any card for any card. That would just ruin the economy / the market. It'll be just too easy. Just re-roll and then you can trade in. There's definitely going to be like a once a day limit kind of style, but you guys let me know what you think. This was definitely a quicker video, but I kind of want to showcase this because it just announced this on Twitter that it's coming very soon, and that is very important. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.